It's okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hello, Emma.
Hello.
Mhm. As I see, we have only 5 participants, students.
If you want, we can start.
Okay, but as I see, 1, 2, 3, we have only 5 students interested in our presentation. Okay.
So hi and welcome to the presentation of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. We are very excited you are thinking about studying at our faculty, and I kindly ask you to post your questions in chat and we will answer them after the presentation. So Professor Davorin, the word is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tiasha, for a short introduction. And thank you all for coming to the presentation of Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. My name is Davorin Kramar, and I am an Erasmus coordinator at the faculty. And here is also Valentina from the international office. She will help me with the presentation in which she will explain to you the requirements for enrolling in the various programs at our faculty. And we have also 2 students, and at the end, they will give you some impressions of studying here in Slovenia. With us is Emma Stefanovski from Macedonia, and later on, Belmin will join us. He's our ex-student from Bosnia. But first, let's take us a look on the promo video of our faculty. Okay. As you can see, the presentation of our different technologies and development of new products are in Slovene and English language. I need to point out that both first and second cycle of our regular study programs are conducted only in Slovene. So we believe that you will manage to learn Slovenian language. We will explain later about it. So I believe that you have come to the presentation of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering today because you are choosing your future. That's why we want to show you that mechanical engineering is the profession of the future. We are developing technologies and products that the world does not know yet, but that will have a significant impact on the quality of life. So we are developing a new generation industry with new production concepts that transform mass production into the manufacture of unique customized products. We expect increasing level of flexibility, intelligence, and connectivity with internet at every step. We develop smaller and more powerful devices using micro and nanotechnologies, 3D printing, integration of hardware, electronics, and software solutions. We produce such mechatronic products using robotic and laser technologies that enable high precision and flexibility. In the field of mobility, in addition to the design of advanced vehicle assemblies, development is increasingly focused on new types of drives that run on electricity. The use of polymer materials, weight reduction, new energy sources, and recycling are just some of the challenges of the modern electromobility on which mechanical engineers are working intensively. We know that new technologies must preserve the ecological balance, which today seems fragile and unstable. That is why we are dedicated to the development of green technologies based on renewable energy sources, energy-saving processes, materials with advanced properties, and surfaces with lower friction that allow for less wear, minimal maintenance, and longer product life. Demographic aging is not just a social challenge. Together with the medical community, we are developing therapeutic devices, artificial joints, and new nanoscale materials and surfaces that enable biocompatibility and thus fewer complications when incorporated in the human body. Faculty, researchers, and students collaborate with several outstanding companies, as you can see from this slide. These are famous Slovenian and international companies with faculty works with and for whom we conduct research to develop their new products and technologies. In this way, students acquire purely practical skills during their studies that later open the door to a wide range of employment opportunities. Let's start with our regular study programs at our faculty. As you can see from this slide, we have all three cycles of study, two types of first cycle, which is professional and academic, and students need to collect 180 credits to finish this first cycle. Then the second cycle of master study, students need to collect 120 credits, and the last is third cycle doctoral study of 240 credits, and it lasts 4 years. The academic year of 2021-22 began with renewed study programs for both first and the second cycle. The first cycle degree programs focus on the fundamentals of mechanical engineering, and the second cycle master programs focus on the specific knowledge of each discipline. A wide range of subjects allows students to develop into mechanical engineer that meets their expectations. As you can see here at the bottom of this slide, the education at all levels is internationally accredited, which means that it's equal. So if you study at our faculty, it's equal to study anywhere in other European university. Let's start with first cycle academic study program, also called Research and Development Program. So this is the program of 6 semesters, which means 3 years. There is only one program, common single program, so no specific field of study is defined. And at the end, students receive higher education university degree or first Bologna cycle. So graduates develop the ability to critically analyze and synthesize and exercise professional engineering responsibility. Graduates usually continue to study on the second cycle master study program, but they can also finish with the first cycle. More information and detailed program description can be found on this internet link here. Maybe, okay, I will not try, you can try it later. Now I will give words to Valentina to give you a short description of admission requirements for first cycle academic study program. Valentina, are you with me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
First, hi to all. Regarding the admission requirements, I will go through them really quickly since we have limited time. Basically, the research and development program is open either to holders of the Matura certificate, also to the holders of the vocational Matura certificate obtained in one of the 4-year high school programs and general Matura examination from the subject mathematics. A lot of you are asking, for example, from Bosnia, students from Bosnia, what to do if you don't have a Matura exam from the subject of mathematics. Basically, we really strongly recommend you, if you have an option to select mathematics and for your Matura exam, do it. If not, then in this case, you will automatically follow to the category C of holders of the final examination certificate obtained in any of the 4-year high school programs. Okay, I really strongly recommend you to read all of this information carefully on our website on the previous link. And if you have any further questions, you can basically contact me anytime. You will see my email, it will be written on the next slides, and also my colleague Tiasha will write my email down in the chat. We can move on to the selection criteria in case of restricted enrollment. Basically, here are listed selection criteria based on the previous categories to which each of you fall. So again, I'm gonna kindly ask you to read all of this detailed information on our website, and in case of any further question, you can contact me, because it is easier to give you more information that way, because each and one of you can be really specific case. Also, if we move on to the next slide.
Yeah, then the next slide is already project-oriented applied program, but if you want, you can continue.
You can take the you can present the
just introduction.
program, and
yeah.
then we will, yeah.
Yeah, The other first cycle program is so-called professional study program in mechanical engineering or project-oriented applied program. It's something similar to Faculty of Applied Science, which is usually can find in Europe, or Fachhochschule in Germany. So actually this is study orientated to different directions. The duration of the study is the same, so 6 semesters and 3 years, but in difference with research and development program, students can choose in second year of study from a list of different directions. So from energy engineering, process engineering, design of machines and devices, design of industrial system, production technologies, production engineering, airline transport pilot, aircraft design and maintenance, and mechatronics. So plenty, I think 9 programs, different programs you can choose at this level of study. At the end, students, so after accumulate 180 credits, students receive higher professional education degree, first diploma level, and usually they don't go further on second cycle, but they can. So graduates can enroll in the second cycle master program if they have accumulated minimum of 10 to 15 credits. I don't know what does it mean. Valentina will explain you, but I can tell you that there are some differential exams because this cycle is more practically orientated compared to research and development, and has less mathematics and physics and stuff like theoretical stuff. So some extra exams are needed to enroll in the second cycle. Again, more information and detailed program description can be found on this link. And Valentina, you can continue with admission requirements, and maybe do you know what does it mean?
We will come to this at the end. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So admission requirements for the professional study program, the same. This program is open either to holders of the Matura certificate, holders of the vocational Matura certificate obtained in one of the 4-year high school programs, and to the holders of the final examination certificate obtained in any of the 4-year high school programs prior to 1st June 1995. Okay. Again, I kindly ask you to read the detailed information on our website, and in case of any further question, you can contact me. But also, I would point out that your main contact for the admission documents will be the admission and recognition office at the University of Ljubljana. I will explain more later. We can move on to the selection criteria in case of restricted enrollment. Basically, here we again have listed criteria by the categories to which each candidate falls. And again, if you have any further questions, you can always write me to my email. I would just like to point out that usually for foreigners, for foreign candidates, there was no restricted enrollment last year. Just to notify you about that. We can now move on to the application enrollment and deadlines. This is basically the most important information for you to know. So if you want to apply to the first cycle study program at our faculty, you have to apply via EVASH web portal. Links are listed here on the first point of this slide. And basically be careful about the deadlines. So for the citizens of EU member states and Slovenians without the Slovenian citizenship, deadline for your electronic application is 18th March. After that, you won't be able to apply. Also, to point out, for those of you who already have completed secondary education, you have to submit all of the supporting documents by 18th of March. So for those of you who don't have already completed secondary education, you have to submit all of the supporting documents by 1st of August. So for those of you who still have to complete the secondary education, you have to apply electronically by 18th of March, but then you have to submit all of the supporting documents by 1st of August. So if you miss the deadline of 18 March, you cannot apply anymore. Okay. Then for the citizens of non-EU countries, the deadline for you, the application deadline is 20th of April. This is the deadline for electronic application. And again, for those of you who already have completed secondary education, you also have to submit all of the supporting documents to EVA portal by 20th of April. And for those of you who will be completing your secondary education this year, you have to submit your electronic application by 20th of April, and also afterwards by 1st of August is the deadline for submitting all of the supporting documents. I hope I was clear enough. Otherwise, all the deadlines are also listed on University of Ljubljana's website, also on the call for enrollment to the first cycle studies. If you have any problems finding the deadlines, contact me, tell me, and we will figure it out. We can move on to the recognition. Regarding the recognition of foreign secondary education. So when you will apply via EVA Show web portal, you will automatically be applying also for the process of recognition of your foreign secondary education. This process will be conducted by the authorized person at the university to which the candidate applies to as their first choice. So basically, if you apply to the University of Ljubljana, the whole process of recognition of your foreign secondary education will be conducted by the Recognition and Admission Office at the University of Ljubljana. So if you have any questions regarding the documents, I don't know, regarding the Matura examination and documents that you will have to submit in your EVA Show web portal, I kindly ask to contact the mentioned office at the University of Ljubljana. Here you have written the emails in the bottom of this slide, and also this is basically they will be your main contact when you will come to the recognition of foreign secondary education. We can move on.
Okay, thank you. So another faculty program is second cycle master study program. As we said before, the duration is 4 semesters or 2 years. Students need to collect 120 credits to finish, and immediately in the first semester, students can choose from a list of different directions. So as in application, so in this project-oriented applicative program, here you also have possibility to choose different directions, so you can focus on the knowledge you want to gain from engineering design, mechanics, energy engineering, process engineering, production engineering, mechatronics, and laser technology. So the graduates of second cycle are educated from the area of techniques and science to equip them into the experts who will be able efficiently and creatively solve complex research and development problems and project application tasks in the area of a wide range of mechanical engineering, and will be capable to link interdisciplinary. Again, for more information and detailed program description, you can go to this website, and I will really check if this website is working correctly. can you see the descriptions? Somebody can you see the homepage of our faculty?
No.
No, okay. Then what about now?
Yes, now it's fine.
So you can get such information. So this is program information, duration, number of credits, what is the professional degree, objectives and general competencies, the structure, fields of study, and so on. So each study program is detailed, described here, and at the end you have also PDF program description. So the whole document is on this web page, and it's the same for all study programs. And Valentina, I will ask you to give information about. Can you see the presentation now?
We can, but just zoom into the presentation. We can see the next slide and the next, but it's not a problem anyways.
Okay, no, I will. Is this okay now?
Yep, now it's okay.
Okay.
So regarding the admission requirements for the second cycle master study program, basically this program can be entered by anyone who has completed either a study program at the first cycle evaluated with at least 180 credit points in the field of mechanical engineering in development research, a study program at the first cycle evaluated with at least 180 credit points in the field of mechanical engineering in project application, and either to a study program at the first cycle evaluated at least with at least 180 credit points in other fields of expertise. Again, all of those details you can read carefully on our website, and if you have any further questions, you can contact me. We can move on to the selection criteria in case of restricted enrollment.
Sorry. Yeah.
Basically,
okay. Yeah.
If there will be any restricted enrollment, we will take into the account candidates' success in first cycle study. So we will take into the account average grade and diploma thesis grade. And for those of you who didn't have a diploma thesis on your first cycle study program, we will take into the account only the average grade of your first cycle study. We can move on now. Basically, regarding the application enrollment and deadlines, so call for enrollment into master degree programs of the University of Ljubljana will be published presumably in February, so this month, as soon as the government confirms the call for enrollment, and it will be published on the University of Ljubljana's website, and also it will be published on the EVASHA web portal. So when the call for enrollment will be published, you will be able to see all of the details regarding the number of places for enrollment, and also further details on application. But basically, when you will be applying to the master degree program, you will have to again apply via EVASHA web portal, the same as for the first cycle study programs. And the deadline for electronic application and for submitting all of the supporting documents is 1st of September. So here it doesn't matter if you have a citizenship of EU member country or non-EU member country. For all of you, the deadlines are the same. So the deadline for electronic application and for submitting all of the supporting documents will be 1st September. We can okay, then again, another thing that it's really important before applying to the master degree program, please revise the requirements on bridging exams, that should be completed by 2nd September at the latest if you want to enroll to the next study year at our faculty. So what does that mean? This means that you have to send to us documentation for revision. So what I need from you is transcript of records and official syllabuses of listed subject in English. This is the transcript of records of your current study program that you are finishing, or you already finished, or if you have uncompleted study program. In this case, you have to send us full curriculum of study program in English confirmed by your current university in evidence of content and duration of education. So you can submit all of the documentation to my email, and our commission at the faculty will go through to the transcript of records and all of the curriculum, and they will basically revise which bridging exam you still have to do in order to be able to apply to our faculty to the second cycle study program. This also applies for the first cycle study program only for those of you who want to transfer between the universities and between the faculties. So for example, if you are finishing your first cycle study program, I don't know, in Serbia, and you want to transfer here to our faculty to second year or third year, you have to do the same. So before you apply, please revise with our faculty the requirements on bridging exams, so that we can see if we can acknowledge any of the subjects from your current that you already passed at your current faculty, and to see if you will be able actually to continue here in, I don't know, second or third year. But in any case, in any case you still have to fulfill the requirements for enrollment for the first study year of first cycle program. We can move on to the recognition. Then regarding the recognition of foreign education for the second cycle. So basically the whole process of recognition of foreign education for all of the candidates who will apply to our master degree programs will be conducted at our faculty. And I will be your main contact person for that. And for the required documentation for the recognition of foreign education is basically scan of the bachelor diploma, scan of the bachelor's diploma supplement or transcript of records, chronological descriptions of the description of the completed education, and scan of identity document, person ID or passport. But don't worry, you will also have all of the listed documentation on the call for enrollment in IVASHA portal when the applications will be open and when the call will be officially published. We can move on. Okay, so another thing, year plus. I assume you already heard about this in general presentation at 1 o'clock that was held by the University of Ljubljana. Basically, this is year plus is Moodle for international students in their first regular study year at the University of Ljubljana. So basically, this is available for international students who are enrolled into bachelor or master degree programs for the first time at our university. And basically, when you will be accepted to our faculty, and when I will send you invitation to enter our faculty, I will also send you more details on how to enroll to the year plus model in September after the acceptance. And also something that you have to know, this is not mandatory to take, it is optional. So for those of you who will want to take this, you can. If not, you don't have to take these lessons. But also the plus side of the year plus is that if you decide to take year plus model, you can have an option of 1 year extension of student status during the first study year at the University of Ljubljana when you meet certain requirements. So this is 1+ year for you. But for more information, you can find all the details on the link, which is listed here on the slide. And main contact person for the year class model is colleague Daniela Priglau. Again, all the details will follow when you actually be accepted at our faculty and when you will be entering our faculty. So we can move on to the doctoral studies program.
Okay, thank you, Valentina. So yeah, as I told you before, first and second cycle are at the moment in completely Slovene language. So anyone who wants to study these two cycles needs to understand that he or she will learn Slovene language. The difference is for the third cycle doctoral study program. It's actually not a program, I will explain you. So the duration of doctoral study is 8 semesters and or 4 years. And students can choose from a list of different directions, from machine design and mechanics engineering science, energetical process and environmental engineering science, and production engineering, cybernetics, and mechatronics. Actually, when you start doctoral study, first you need to find a mentor, and together with mentor, so you first defined your direction from one of listed here, and together with your mentor, you find 4 exams from the big list of exams of subjects from the third cycle doctoral study program, which can be found on the link on the bottom of this slide. So actually, you are defining 4 subjects which are really interesting for you and are the topic of your doctoral thesis. So graduates of third cycle are educated for independent scientific and research work in mechanical engineering science. The program, as I said, is entirely based by the principle of choosing options where the students, with the assistance of their research mentors, so together with mentor, students choose and create their own research path. These subjects are usually given by different professors, and professors gives individual material to study, and finally you have some conversations with individual professors, and at the end you have some seminar way to pass the exam. So you can get English material to study, and finally you can also have a defense in English. So doctoral study is a bit different compared to master and first cycle. So therefore they can follow, so you can follow the needs of the future employers to be integrated later when finishing the program. So at the bottom of the site you can find more information and detailed program description. And Valentina will give you final instructions for admission requirements, please.
Okay, so the third cycle doctoral study program in mechanical engineering can be entered by anyone who has completed either second cycle study program to obtain a university education accepted before 11 June of 2004, study program to obtain a specialization in science and technology, who have completed a higher professional study program, also study program to obtain a Master of Science degree, and a degree program educating for professionals regulated by EU directives. Again, I'm going to kindly ask you to read all of those details on our website. And in case of any further questions, you can always contact us. We can move on to the next slide. Again, application, enrollment and deadlines. Call for enrollment into doctoral degree programs of the University of Ljubljana for the next academic year will be again published presumably in February. hopefully this month, yes. And also the call for enrollment will be published at the University of Ljubljana's website and also on the EVASH web portal. And then application procedure is basically the same as for the first and second cycle degree programs. You will have to apply it via EVASH web portal. And regarding the deadlines, deadline for electronic application and for submitting all of the supporting documents is 1st of September. So it is basically the same as for the second cycle study programs. We can move on. Then also the most important thing for you to know is list of required attachments for application into doctoral study program. Basically, you have to upload your CV, also bibliography, but this is not required. If you have published work, then you can, attach your bibliography. Otherwise, it is not necessary. Then the most important thing for you is also to upload signed statement by the mentor. You have to choose mentor from our faculty. You can find the list of potential mentors at our faculty's website. And also, I really want to please start finding the mentor before you apply to our study programs, because a lot of times happens that candidates apply to the EVASH portals, but they don't have the mentor yet. So please, I kindly ask you to start searching for mentor as soon as possible before applying to the doctoral study program, because some of the professors they need time to to reply to you, to think about it if they are the right mentor for you or not. So please start searching for the mentor as soon as possible. Also, one of the most important things that you will have to upload to your EVASH portal when applying to this study program is short conceptual design of the research work and the documentation for recognition of foreign education. We can move on. Regarding the recognition of foreign education, this process will again be conducted at our Faculty of Mechanical Engineering if you apply here. And the process will be conducted by me, and I will also be your main contact when arranging the documentation for recognition of foreign education. And required documentation for this is the scan of your master's diploma, scan of the bachelor diploma, scan of the master's diploma supplement and or transcript of records, and scan of the bachelor's diploma supplement or transcript of records, a chronological description of completed education, and scan of identity document. So also don't worry, all of those, all the documentation, required documentation will also be listed in the call of the enrollment and in EVASH portal when you will be applying.
Okay.
You can move on.
Yeah, Valentina, thank you for all the explanations. We are quite late, so I will proceed a bit faster. So I need to point it out at the end of the presentation that both first and second cycles, the study process consists of lectures and tutorials. So tutors, demonstrators, assistants, and professors will guide you to a successful completion of your study within lectures and practical work. And in addition to your studies, you can participate in various student projects, such as Formula Student, as you see in this presentation, and even more attractive and popular, the Design, Build and Fly group, which constructs special purpose aircrafts without pilots, and the competition is each year supported by NASA in United States. And you have some other extracurricular activities, from opportunity fair where you can meet with companies. So companies are coming to the faculty and show their interest and looking for new employees. and different workshops, career development consulting, different sports you can join as our students, and so on. Yeah, parties at the end. The students will show you how to do this. We are too old to describe. And at the end, coming back to why you are here today, I would like to emphasize that the start of successful career begins with choosing the right university. At the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, you will learn how to solve concrete challenges in the world of mechanical engineering. You will work with colleagues and successful companies and be supported by excellent mentors. If you are creative, curious, responsible, independent, and a team player, then you are cordially invited to join us at the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. A secure job awaits you at the end of your studies for sure. And here are some additional information. So this is our webpage. And here you have our webpage, and also you can find some information on our Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And for the end of our presentation, I would like to give some words from, invite my colleague Emma. She's a PhD student at the moment. She has finished her second master's cycle at our faculty, and now she's our PhD student coming from Macedonia, as I said. And Emma, can you hear me? Can you give some impressions of your study at our faculty?
Yeah, hello everyone. To quickly introduce myself, as mentioned, I'm Emma Stepanovska, and I'm coming from Skopje, from Macedonia. I currently work as a young researcher enrolled in the second year of doctoral studies of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering within the University of Ljubljana. Today, I will shortly share with you about how I came here and the great opportunity I had to participate in the CIPUS exchange program and study in the Republic of Slovenia for a whole year. When I applied for this program, I was a master's student at the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering in Skopje. I was so interested in studying abroad from the fact that it would provide me with unique opportunity to continue studying what I'm passionate about in international surroundings, allowing me to reinforce my skill and adaptability. After doing some research, I came to the conclusion that the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering within the University of Ljubljana offers all these qualities and contributes in acquisition and application of knowledge. As I mentioned already, my exchange from one university to another during my master's studies was allowed by the CIPUS network, that's Central European Exchange Program for University Studies, and is supporting cooperation between higher education and institutions from over 15 member countries. The mobility types are offered for bachelor's, master's, and PhD students. And there are semester stays as well as short-term stays for students working on their final thesis or dissertations. I advise everyone who is interested to participate in this program to first of all contact the CIPUS coordinator at their home institution and inquire some information about the number of available scholarships, destinations, and selection procedure. Also, you can find all this information on the official CIPUS website. I can also share the link later. Well, based on my personal experience, during the first semester of my exchange at the University of Ljubljana, I have completed several interesting subjects that were well organized, provided practical real-world experience in addition to this traditional classroom learning. Also, really important, the professors and assistants were very helpful and always willing to answer all of the questions, as well as provide everyone with expert advice. In addition to that, later on, I have successfully achieved to work on my master's thesis on topic connected to mechatronics, as well as complete all necessary tasks within the professional guidance and constructive suggestions from my mentor. Writing this master thesis, which is research focused, helped me really to improve my mechatronics skills, including practical training and laboratory work. Also, the pleasure of attending this exchange at the University of Ljubljana was not only limited to the opportunity to study in this different environment, but also to meet new people from different backgrounds, discover many other cultures. And also there are a lot of events held on a regular basis, so that allows everyone to have the chance to participate in a variety of activities. This experience overall inspired me to enroll in doctoral studies and continue my career as young researcher at the University of Ljubljana. Therefore, there are kind of a lot of advantages of studying abroad, and this is why I highly recommend to everyone to get the chance and experience this and grow even more, both on personal and professional levels. So if anyone has any questions regarding how I came here in more detail, I will be really happy to answer. So thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Emma. You are really good in English, but what was the case of Slovenian language?
Yeah, also that opportunity, not to forget, like I already speak Slovene quite fine. So that's another opportunity for everyone who will be studying here. I think everyone will learn that shortly.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. And then another one is Belmin from Tuzla, Bosnia, and would like, because we are, sorry, Emma, we are short in time, so I need to invite Belmin to say something to our incoming students from region, so from ex-Yugoslavia republics. So Belmin, are you with us? You can give your impressions in Bosnian or Slovenian.
Ja, oboje ću reći.
No, super. So you learned Slovene in these 4 years. You took this year plus and learned Slovene very well. You are now employee in one of Slovenian company. But možeš da nam sad ispričaš na bosanski ili srpski, hrvatski, znači na neki od naših Esperanto Jugo jezika i objasniš u minuti, dve kako je to išlo s tobom.
Ok, na začetku bi se samo opravičil tistima, ki ne razumejo naše jezika, ne? Pol pa na angliško, ne? Sorry, because I didn't prepare anything on English, but I will introduce myself on Bosnian language. Ok, zdaj pa tisti naši, ki bojo razumeli, a ne? Ok, ja, na začetku, jaz sam Belmin Ramić i dolazim iz Tuzle. Diplomirao sam na mašinskom faksu u Ljubljanu prošle godine i trenutno pripremam diferencijalne ispite za magistarski studij. Siguran sam da se svi okupljeni ovdje nalaze na jednoj velikoj prekretnici u životu gdje treba svako od njih da odluči u kojim pravcem krenut, koji fakultet izabrat. Prije 4 godine ja sam se našao u sličnoj situaciji i znam da nije lako se odlučiti na studij negdje daleko od toplog doma. Prije završetka srednje škole sam tražio gdje sve mogu studirati mašinstvo, jer kao srednjoškolac, kasnije i diplomirani mašinski tehničar, već u krvi mi je ušlo malo tog nagona ka perfekcionizmu i inovacijama, odnosno na takvom načinu razmišljanja. Za studij u Ljubljani sam se odlučio jer sam slučajno na internetu naišao na video snimak gdje se mašinski faks predstavlja i najviše mi se dojmilo to koliko dosta inovacija izađe iz svakog laboratorija. Iskreno, na početku samoga studija nisam razmišljao o tome koliko stvari povezuje mašinstvo i da njegova primjena se nalazi doslovno svuda oko nas, pa čak i tamo gdje ne bi mogli da zamislimo. Ako se odlučite studirati na mašinskom faksu, savjetujem vam da učite redovno i da ne ostavljate ništa za kasnije, odnosno nemojte biti kampanjci. Na kraju bih rekao jednu misao koju je nedavno jedan naš kolega prilikom jednog intervjua rekao, a to je da inženjeri kao ljudi nikad neće imati problema, već samo izazove. Zato i neki vama bude dolazak ovdje na studij izazov, a ne problem. I to je to.
Hvala Belmine za tvoje lepe reči, iskrene. And now we will finish with some questions. Do we have some questions from the audience? Not really?
There is one question in chat.
Okay. Yeah, Christian is asking about the formula students. Yes, I don't know about the first cycle. I think the formula students is for the master level, but we can check. Christian sent Valentina email and we will answer you immediately. But you need to be our student. Okay. Christian, you can also ask by your voice, by microphone. You can see that we are speaking Macedonian, Bosnian, English. If you have any addition question regarding this.
Yeah. So I was interested in, well, what field of study should I pick? Because I'm interested in all-around mechanical engineering. I find it very fun, and I also want to participate in the formal student projects.
Mm-hmm.
So
you already finished for cycles, or where are you coming from?
No. So I'm from Macedonia, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just finishing high school. So next year I plan to go to Ljubljana to study.
So you have planned to begin study of first cycle, but do you know which cycle, or this project orientated or research and development?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I want to learn like everything. I find everything fun, and that's why I pick the academic course.
Yeah, academic way is probably better, because in this research and development program you have wider view of mechanical engineering, more theoretically, while in project orientated, this applied program, you are focused on production engineering, energetics, as we explained. So yes, this is the right way, and this is the easiest way. I mean, the normal way to proceed to the master program. Yeah. Okay, send you will receive these presentations, and you already saw the Valentina's email. So send questions to Valentina, and we will find the answer to you. Already you receive some link here. What is this superior engineering? Is this link?
This is for the formula student.
Yeah. It's in Slovene, it seems.
Yes, they don't have it in English.
Means join us.
They don't have it in English.
Yeah. Anyway, Christian, you will need to learn Slovene, but it's very similar to Macedonian. So as you see, Emma,
I'm in the process of learning, so
yeah,
I'll get better.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for your question. Send email for some detailed questions. Okay, any other question? It's 4 o'clock, and I think Katya will shut down the breakout room, or how it's called this. So if there is no questions left, I will thank you all for participation, especially Valentina, to give you these admission requirements and all these informations. And see you in October or in September. Okay. Belbine, hvala I tebi. Vidimo se na masteru.
Vidimo se.
With this, I will end our presentation and stop recording. Tjasa, is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.